Hello, this is day 5 of me trading, and this will be a shorter video because on the weekends the markets are closed. But one thing I like about Euro US dollar is there are very small gaps between Friday and Monday when the market opens again, because as you can see when I go on some indexes like S&P 500, you can see always these huge gaps right here, or not huge gaps, but I don't know how to deal with them because the market has only like a certain time where it moves, like from 3:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. in my time zone. And so there are always these gaps, and I don't quite know how to trade with them or if I can turn them off. Also, I marked out some things here. I don't know what I marked out there. I think it was by accident when I was on the wrong chart. But usually I'm trading with Euro US dollars because it's more beginner friendly. As you can see, this big fair value gap up here still did not got filled. Also, I'm on the 4-hour time frame and I spotted something. I'm not sure if I'm right, but I think from here to here is like an order block. Yeah, I always mark order blocks in yellow. And also I don't know if the order blocks like from the bottom of the candle to the top of the candle, or if it's from the bottom of the wick to the top of the wick. So I don't know where to close it, like above the wick or above the candle. I just mark it above the wick because I don't know better right now. But as you can see in this order block, the price retraced right here and then went back down again. Unlike in this order block I marked down here, or these two order blocks. I don't know if they're even order blocks because price didn't do what it normally does, but I think there are some exceptions. So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm on the hourly time frame. I don't know if I marked out something here. Yeah, that there's this fair value gap. There are two in here because I marked one on the 4-hour time frame, one on the 1-hour time frame. But between this candle and this candle, here's like a fair value gap. There's still resting liquidity, but when we look at the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this candle dipped into the um, fair value gap and took some liquidity out. So I'm not sure if both of the fair value gaps are invalidated now or if only one of them is invalidated. So as we switch to the 5-minute time frame, um, as you can see, the market closed yesterday right here. Yeah, right here. Um, but I didn't look at it after like I uploaded the video after like 9 p.m. So one thing I spotted here was this order block. I think it's a very good example of an order block. This down candle before the up candle. So as you can see, the price went up, then retraced into that order block twice. It retraced twice into that order block. But if I'm wrong and the order block is only not from the wick, but just from the top of the candle, then it didn't retrace twice. But I would just mark out if it was at the top. So the price retraced twice in here and then went up again. I think it's going to continue up further because it's dipped like here in the fair value gap, but there are still some fair value gaps not filled. I could extend this one, I think. Also, this fair value gap way back up here. And also, I don't know if I need to mark out order blocks on the 4-hour time frame, if it's even worth, or if I just should not do it and only do it on the 5-minute time frame. Also, another thing that I spotted was this fair value gap here that immediately got disrespected by this big bearish candle. So it's an inverse fair value gap. So in sign for the price to going down, maybe like some mini break of structure, mini trend switch, but after that it got up again quite fast. But as you can see, here's another inverse fair value gap, maybe on the 1 minute time frame, but I'm sure I saw something. Yes, right here. There's this fair value gap, and then the price dipped twice into that, went out again, and then shot above it. Also, I think I could mark out another inverse fair value gap right here, because it immediately got disrespected by this bullish candle. For inverse fair value gaps, I'm using the same filler as in fair value gaps, like the purple filler and the like red purplish outline, so I can better differentiate between them. Also, order blocks I marked in yellow and breaker blocks in orange, but I don't think there were any important breaker blocks, or at least I didn't saw them. Also, I hate how breaker blocks are called breaker blocks. I would much more appreciate if they would be called inverse order block. It would be much easier to understand, because it took a very long time for me to understand what even breaker blocks and order blocks are. So that would make it a little bit easier, because inverse fair value gap is also doesn't have a different name than the fair value gap. So I think it should be called inverse order block, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm just too new to. I just need to get used to all these words. So yeah, and also I'm not sure if it's even useful to mark out things on the 1 minute time frame. But yeah, sometimes it's like difficult to switch between all of these when you are sitting in class and need to pay attention, and then there's the teacher and everything. And also it's not that good for me that you can trade on the weekend, because that's when I would have the most time to trade. So that's one thing I don't like about the market. And also tomorrow I will maybe make a video where I will explain order blocks and fair value gaps and inverse fair value gaps and everything, and how you spot them, because some friends asked me, because they have like zero knowledge about the market or anything about trading, and yeah, they just asked me if I could explain some basic things to them. Also, I don't have a video idea for tomorrow, because I can't really show a trade that I took or make a journal, because I can't take a trade on the weekend, so that's quite bad. But one thing I can do is mark out the highs and lows right here, so I have some key levels when the market opens again. So I always use like this support line, or I don't know how it's called in English, because my trading view is on German, because yeah, I'm from Germany. So um, I think London session ended right here. So that's my London session low. And here is my New York session low. So they're quite similar, but that could be my key level. Also the London session high. Ah, okay, I need to go back, because no, that's wrong. Because I think the market opened way back here. The market moved a lot between. Yeah, so it was up here. I will mark that out too. And also my New York session high, I will mark that out too, right here. And I think I can delete these others then, because that was like some time back ago, like 2 days. So it's kind of irrelevant right now. So I think these are the relevant ones. Also this one, yeah, I will leave it there, because as long as price is down here, I don't really care what's up there. And I think that was it. I don't have anything more to mark out or anything more to say, because as always I have no script, It's kind of random. I just try to, yeah, improve every day. Also try to improve my English skills with that, speak more fluently and improve my, I'm missing the word right now. My my language. I'm just trying to improve my language. So that was it for today. Tomorrow I will do some explaining and hopefully I can understand it better when I explained it once or twice, and some of my friends can maybe have an idea of what I'm doing, like some rough idea at least. And yeah, that was it for today. If anything I said was wrong, please point it out to me in the comments. I'm not mad about critic. I love to get critic because that's the only way of learning, by making mistakes. And if no one tells me what I'm doing wrong, I can't improve. So yeah, that's it for today. Have a nice Saturday evening. Bye bye.